Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our soulful morning. Let's close our eyes. Get in a comfortable position to meditate. Let's start with being grateful for 10 beautiful things that have happened to us or that we observed from yesterday morning until now for the next 100 seconds. Today's meditation is all about acceptance. Acceptance of our own good. Acceptance and to understand if we really want to create our own life, the way we want our dreams to come to fruition, we must be willing and able to accept the best that life has to offer us. It may sound strange to some people, or it may be truthful for everybody here, that many of us have difficulty in accepting the possibility of what we have in life, or the possibility of having what we want in life. We have dreams, desires, but we think they're not attainable. And whether we realize or not, the foundation for these is the basic feelings of not being worthy. At a very young age, the societal conditioning has been such. It's time to challenge those beliefs, which sometimes get mixed with others. Sometimes we feel that the contradictory feelings are there that, oh, I'm good, I'm perfectly good, I'm deserving. But if you have any difficulty imagining yourself in the most amazing, awesome possible circumstances, and if your thoughts can go, oh, I would love to be there, but I can't have that. That can't possibly happen to me. It's too good to be true. Then it's time for us to take a good look at our own self-image that we hold in our hearts, the depths of our hearts. Our self-image is the way we look at ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. It's complex, definitely, but it's got multifacets. To get truly in touch with the different aspects of our self-image, let's begin to ask ourselves, how do I feel about myself right now? And this should be asked at various times throughout the day. And then one should start noticing what kind of ideas or images you hold in mind about yourself at those different times. One very interesting and revealing image or action we can take is to get in touch with our own physical image by asking, how do I look to myself right now? If we find feeling awkward, ugly, fat, skinny, too big, too small, or whatever, it's a clue that we aren't loving ourselves enough. And if we aren't loving ourselves enough, then we aren't giving ourselves enough of what we truly, genuinely desire. Because if we do not have love for ourselves, if we don't appreciate what we have, then we have blocked the passage to get what we can have. So, in order to get what we really want, we have to love ourselves. And I use the word have to because this is also a habit that we has to be developed. Self-love isn't easy at all. While you may be possessive about yourself, when someone says negative and you're like, no, I'm not like this. I'm definitely better. But you don't like it because at times you reflect and you know, oh yeah, I do have this. And whenever somebody says something negative, it pinches. It may not come as a shock to you, but we tend to see other people as beautiful, attractive. But when it comes to our own self, all kinds of judgments are there. So when we can be truly good to others and make them understand, okay, you've had a problem, or you think you have this in you, but you're great. And how about that beautiful talk to ourselves? Affirmations and creative visualizations are a beautiful, magical way of creating a beautiful, positive, loving self image of our own. It's something that we have to have and be in the process to work on. Once we get in touch with the ways in which we are not loving ourselves, we understand that why, what is the reason, then we begin to take every opportunity to make positive, appreciative, loving statements to ourselves. It may sound weird, but when we say something positive for ourselves repeatedly at various times throughout the day, we are developing a habit of being appreciative of our own qualities. One must begin to notice that when we are mentally harsh or critical with ourselves and consciously begin being kinder and more appreciative, there is a shift in us. And that shift will make us more kinder, more loving towards others as well. Because we are being compassionate, empathetic towards ourselves. One should also think of specific qualities that we appreciate about ourselves. Quality appreciation is comparatively more easier. So do that, indulge in that. The way we can love our good friend, our best friends, or great friends, and see his or her faults and shortcomings, but still accept them for who they are. The same goes true for us as well. Why not accepting it completely? Because we want to become the best version of ourselves, telling us that this is the area where I need to grow and develop, but I accept myself truly. And then you see the discovery and the fruition of your efforts happens really soon. And it feels really good to do this for ourselves. And it will become wondrous. So let's affirm yet again. I am lovable. I am loving. I am kind and compassionate. I have a great deal to share with others. I am talented, intelligent, creative. I am growing more and more attractive every day. Now, this word is very important to understand. Attractive is not only physical, it's also emotional, mental, spiritual. Attractive is a power where people get drawn towards you, and they're drawn towards you could be because of the way you project vibes, or the way you talk, or the way you seem. Is one of the most important affirmations of self-love. I'm growing more and more attractive every day. I deserve the very best in life. I have a lot to offer, and everyone recognizes it. They're drawn towards me. Now, to some of you, it may feel that why should I be attractive and why should people be drawn towards me? And why should I say that I have a lot to offer? Because everybody has a guru in them, a teacher in them. We all have traversed lives after lives and have so much wisdom stored in us, but we don't even tap in us. We're looking for outwardly teachers, but what about the inwardly teacher, which is so wise? And you will realize that when you talk to people, it works. Your wisdom seeks out. I have the world and the world loves me. Or you can say, I love the world and the world loves me. Or I have the world and the world has me. Whatever works for you. I again repeat, affirmations must feel true. So changing the words in a way where they seem true is very important. And adding the word, I am willing to change or I'm willing is a very beautiful, positive command to ourselves. That, okay, I have the will and I am ready to make the change. So I'm willing to be happy and successful. A lot of people have problem with being successful because somehow they feel, oh, I can't do it. And sometimes if you are not able to say I for some reason, it doesn't feel true, maybe you can talk to yourself as if somebody else is talking to you. For example, I can say for myself, maybe, Prachi, you're a brilliant and interesting person. I like you very much. or Prachi, you're really warm and loving. People really like that about you. So this feels more true. You can use your name and speak to you as if somebody else is speaking to you and smile at that. The idea is to start appreciating your own qualities. Physicality will be important, but if that feels not true, then start with the qualitative part of you. Talking directly to ourselves is very, very effective because many of us carry self-negative image and are somehow, silly to say, but convinced in various ages and various stages in our life that seed is sown into us because of other people's perceptions, conceptions that think about us that okay, you're not worthy enough, or you are silly, or you are inadequate, or something, something, something. So, very important to try to clearly picture and think of getting love, giving love, more than getting love, giving love to yourself, the same way you will give love to others. And those who are parents here on this call, think of the love you give to your children. It's so beautiful. And we all know that all of us have an inner child in us. So please pamper, please give it love. Please buy yourself some things and say, this is my way of pampering myself. Now, the things could even be food. Say you are a careful eater. Once in a while, you can indulge in something that you want. Or once in a while, you can give yourselves a nice bunch of flowers if you like. Things don't have to be expensive. Small little gestures of love for yourself will make you much, much better. Let's tell ourselves, I love you. You're a very beautiful person. I appreciate your sensitivity and honesty. And why I say this word sensitivity, there will not be one person here who says, I am not sensitive. And that you can correlate by seeing that when you are watching something on TV, and if those emotions trigger you, then that means you're sensitive, you're honest. Creative visualization is a beautiful work to work on any physical problems we may have. If we feel we are overweight, we could use two approaches simultaneously through affirmations and loving energy. Start learning to love and appreciate ourselves more as we already are. Through creative visualizations, which we have read in this beautiful book by Shakti Gavan, and affirmations, we can imagine ourselves as the way we want to be fit, to be healthy, to be happy. These techniques are very, very, very effective in making real life changes. These techniques hold true for anything or whatever you want in your life, any aspect where you're not satisfied. So I only use one example of, say, how you look, but physically, say if you have any worries, say if you have acne and not a clear skin and you want a clear skin, very easy to do it. Remember, in our body, trillions of cells are there. Cells are dying and being born every single day. When we wake up in the morning, we're a new person at every moment. Why is that? Our body is detoxing. In the morning, when we wake up, maybe our throat is parched, we want to have some water. Maybe we want to immediately go and brush our teeth. There's a foul odor. Maybe we want to immediately go and clear our stomach and the feces are coming. These are all symptoms that something has died, and that died has to be eliminated. So when that is dying, the misconception we had about us can also die, right? There's sometimes we have eureka moments. Somebody saying something, or we see something, and there's a shift in us, and we change. So use this carpe diem, seize the opportunity, seize the moment. Every moment is really beautiful, loving. Moment is loving because every moment is full of love. Whether we're tapping into that love or not depends completely upon us. It is very valuable to repeat affirmations about opening us, about telling us that we have become accepting. We have become absolutely sure that we are now ready to open and receive this so much of goodness which is around in the universe. So, as Louise Hay had trained all of us with her book of affirmations, let's start once again by doing what we used to do. So, open our hands far and wide in the abundance pose and affirm I am open and receptive to receiving all the abundance that this universe has for me. I am open and receptive to receive the blessings of this abundant universe. I am truly blessed. Everything good is coming to me easily and effortlessly. Love, prosperity, kindness, empathy, creativity, loving relationships are so easy for me here on. I trust it, I believe it, I enjoy it. I accept my good, which is flowing into me here and now. I deserve the very best, and it comes to me easily. And that is happening from this moment. The more I receive, the more I give. And with this, just put your hand on your heart. All these beautiful gifts that you have just affirmed are now a treasure in your heart. They have flown into your being. It's a new day, a new way. And now from your heart, fold your hands just near your heart, touching your heart. Be so grateful for these divine blessings, for this divine love. And just close to your heart, just open your hands in the blessing mudra. If possible, let the hand still be touching you near your heart. All that you have felt, you have received as a gift. May everybody receive that love far and wide. May love increase. If self-love increases, prosperity increases. And that's what we want. The society to become prosperous. And now you can gently put your hands on your eyes and open them with a beautiful bright smile. So one of you told me and shared with me on call that you're really having self-image issues and you're not liking who you are. So this is specifically for you. So thank you for bringing this to all of us, because it is very important for these reminders. And it's for you that the last 3 days have been a lot about affirmations. And thanks to you, all of us have been reminded the power of affirmations, the power of positive thinking. Yes, these spiritual mornings are making us go inwards. But when we are going inwards, we have to learn to accept who we are. Because acceptance is a strong foundation, pillar of self-love, of growth. If we don't accept who we are, then how do we expect others to accept who we are? If we don't like the version of who we are, how do we expect others to like the version of who we are? Then we'll find others telling us to improve all the time. We will find them all the time complaining and saying derogatory things to us. Chapter 11. In the Mirrors of Time, the book by Dr. Brian Weiss, Mirrors of Time, here we are. Dr. Brian Weiss says, you are much, much more than your body or your mind. You are a beautiful being, immortal, eternal, full of love and light. Just when we conclude our wonderful meditation on affirmations, again, Dr. Weiss is complimenting us. So you think this chapter just came to us? Was it coincidental? All of us together, they gave some collective energy. Nothing in life is coincidental. It is meant to be. And when we become open and receptive, we get compliments. Because we have done self-worthiness right now. We have felt it. And then somebody says that to us, whether figuratively or whether it's written. Those who had done the life transformation series with me, and we had done once Louise Hay's Heart Thoughts, they would remember and recall that when we had finished reading, in fact, we used to read 4 books at that time, 15 minutes of 3 books, and then Heart Thoughts, and then meditation. It seemed as if all the 4 books were linked. It was really magical. You will finish one book, but the second book would pick up the same, third book would, and the Heart Thought would be a culmination of all that we read. We were complete in harmony. So even now, to be in harmony in our soul's journey, it is imperative that we realize that we are in order. We are in sync. The quest for happiness is a common denominator amongst all human beings. Driven by this desire, we create new technologies and fine-tune existing techniques in order to reach levels of extraordinary sophistication in the consumption of consumer goods. So let's understand this line. All of us have desire, right? Any kind of desire. We are creating new ways to become better. And after we have become better, we want to become best and extraordinary in that desire of ours. Right now, Dr. Weiss was talking about consumer goods. Yet, despite the incredible sophistication of our society, I feel that there is widespread dissatisfaction on the individual level. Having more, earning more, needing more, feeling better, more famous, more brilliant, more successful than everybody else are just superficial attempts to find happiness. But these social differences are creating wider and wider chasms amongst people. In addition, our society is seriously threatening the planet and rapidly poisoning the environment. At the same time, a spiritual revolution is occurring. It seems to me that people who read my books, attend my lectures, or write to me are trying to do far more than solve mere physical or emotional problems. They're seeking a pathway to endure their lives with more meaning, fulfillment, and joy, and they're transcending the mundane. For me, a sense of happiness is inner peace. And this peace can be achieved only when we recognize our fundamental nature, which is unconditional love, love that's freely expressed and asks for nothing in return. ना बहुत इसको समझने की जरूरत है. हम सब की डिजायर्स हैं, हम ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हैं, तो डिजायर्स के बिना तो हम होते ही नहीं हैं. हाँ, इट कुड बी कि हमें मटेरियलिस्टिक डिजायर्स नहीं है, लेकिन इमोशनल मेंटल डिजायर्स तो सबकी होती हैं. But I'm very grateful to us, beautiful community, that we come together to want to become a better person, to want to understand the spiritual side. But the minute we recognize our basic nature, that दो चीजों से हम बने हैं, वो तो हमें बर्थ से हैं. ये जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है ना, तो जन्म सिद्ध ब्लेसिंग्स हैं, डीएनए है हमारा. And what are those two things? Love and light. They are universal. We have it in us. And that is what we have come to learn on Mother Earth. Because this is where maximum we can give love and light. हजारों लोग मिल जाएंगे to give love and light. Dr. Wise says, this is what we came to learn in the school of life, and we need many lives to accumulate this wisdom. And this is not an easy school, and the process takes much time. Advances are often imperceptible, while lapses may well discourage us. सुनने में बहुत आसान है कि लव एंड लाइट शेयर करो, शेयर करो, शेयर करो. शेयर तब करें ना जब खुद में उनका एहसास हो जाए, और एहसास करने के लिए ही बहुत सारी लाइफ लग जाती. अगर हमें इश्यूज है सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस के लिए, इसका मतलब अभी भी लव की कमी है. और लव तो बहुत अवेलेबल है, भरा हुआ है, कूट कूट के भरा हुआ है. तो टैप क्यों नहीं करते हम? It's worthwhile to invest in this path of love. However, because one of peace and happiness, don't worry about the pace of progress or judge yourself when you make mistakes. This is your unique path, and there's so much to learn along the way. In this school, we have physical bodies, and we learn through emotions and relationships. As we progress along the path of spirituality, we'll become more tolerant, understanding, and open to love. I want to offer you my support and encouragement and be a companion for you on this journey. Be persistent, be patient, be open. The journey truly is as important as the destination. Now, this is something again to think about. हम सब चाहते हैं हम यहाँ पहुंचे great. But journey has started with the very intention कि हम यहाँ पहुंचे. The seed has been sown. And now to enjoy every phase should be as beautiful. उतावलापन, extra enthusiasm, या कि कल मिनट हो जाएगा, तब मजा आएगा, तब मजा आएगा. मजा अभी भी आना चाहिए. We are creating that moment which is close by. But this creation process should be enjoyed. Tabhi some of the masters say Shraddha and Saburi, faith and patience. Always trust the process of life. Whatever is unfolding for my highest good. अगर मुझे लगता है रुकावट आ गई प्रोसेस में बीच में, ये भी अनिवार्य थी, इम्पोर्टेंट थी मेरी ग्रोथ के लिए. So it's very, very important. Chapter 12. Actually, it's not even a chapter 12, it's a part of the appendix. Regression audio transcript. So, because this has come up right now, let's flow with it. So, again, I'll request everyone to touch base with yourselves again and close your eyes. I'll be guiding you through the words of Dr. Brian Weiss. Begin by focusing on your breath, going deeply within. Take a deep breath in. With each breath, let yourself go deeper and deeper. As you exhale out, become more relaxed. Enjoy the world, which is beautiful, relaxed. Be in a serene state, deeper and deeper within. Focus on your breathing. It's called yoga breathing, an ancient technique. Deeper, deeper with each breath. As you do this, relax all of your muscles. And feel yourself going more deeper. As you continue to breathe, relax your facial muscles and jaw. A lot of tension is stored in this area. Just feel and realize that you may be unknowingly clenching your jaws. Release the clench. Allow all the tension to fade away. Relax all the muscles of your neck. This area stores a great deal of anxiety and tension. People with headaches from neck to pain carry a great deal of tension. Relax these muscles completely. Continue to deeply breathe and relax the muscles of your shoulders. Let them feel loose, light, completely relaxed. People who walk around with the weight of the world on their shoulders have tightness and tension in these muscles. So drop that extra baggage from your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your arms, of your back, both the upper back and the lower back. Completely relaxing. Relax muscles of your stomach so that your breathing stays beautifully relaxed, deep, even breathing. You'd begun with deep breathing, and now it's organically happening. And lastly, relax the muscles of your legs, completely relaxing your whole body now. Unwinding, going deeper and deeper. Now prepare yourself and visualize a beautiful light coming in through the top of your Sahasrara chakra, your crown chakra, and begin to gently spread down your body from above to below. See it entering through your brain, your nervous system, glowing beautifully in the light. You choose the colors. This is a powerful, healing, relaxing light, connected with the light above and around you. And it flows down beneath the deep bones and muscles of your face, into your jaw, the back of your head. As you go deeper and deeper, this light flows into your neck, relaxing all the muscles and the nerves, and in your throat. It smooths the lining of your throat, and you go even deeper. It flows into your and down your arms, healing, relaxing every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every cell of your beautiful body. Reaching to your hands and your fingers as you go deeper and deeper. It flows from your shoulders down your back, healing and relaxing those large muscles and nerves and the spinal cord in this region. It flows into your chest, filling your lungs, glowing beautifully in the light, healing and filling your heart, healing your heart, releasing the beautiful energy which is stored in your heart, and your heart gently pumping in the light throughout every blood vessel of your body so that this light reaches everywhere and you feel so peaceful, so deeply relaxed, so serene, so calm. Just focus on my voice and let go of other noises or distraction and deepen your level even more as the other clutter fades away. And the light is now flowing into your stomach and abdominal region, filling up all the abdominal organs and healing them. It's relaxing your nerves, the muscles of your stomach, of your abdomen. And the light is flowing past your hips and down both legs. This beautiful, healing, deepening, relaxing light is filling every cell, every fiber of your body with beautiful calm, getting rid of all illnesses and restoring every single tissue, fiber, cell, organ to the normal, healthy state. And the light reaches to your feet and your toes, filling your body, and you feel so peaceful, so relaxed, so deeply, deeply calm. Let yourself go even deeper. Now visualize And imagine the light completely surrounding the outside of your body as well, as if you were in a bubble or a halo of light. And this protects you. No harm can come through the light, only goodness, only positive, loving energy. And this light heals your skin and outer muscles and deepens your levels even more. In a few moments, I am going to count backwards from 10 to 1. With each number back, let yourself go even deeper, so deep, and by the time I reach 1, you're in a state of deep peace, tranquility, and relaxation. So deep that your mind is no longer limited by the usual barriers of space or of time. So deep that you can remember everything, every experience that you've ever had, no matter what. So deep that you can experience all levels of your multidimensional self. 10, 9, 8. Going deeper and deeper with each number. 7, 6, 5. Deeper and deeper and deeper. 4, 3. So deep. So peaceful. So relaxed and calm. 2. You're nearly there. 1. Good. In this beautiful state of peace and relaxation, imagine yourself, visualize yourself walking down a beautiful staircase. Down, down, deeper and deeper, down and further down. Each step down increasing even more the depth of your level. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, in front of you is a beautiful, magnificent garden. A garden of peace and safety, of serenity and tranquility. Go into this garden. It is a garden filled with beautiful flowers, plants, trees, grass, fountains, benches, and places to rest. Find a place to rest and let your body completely unwind, continuing to heal, filled with a beautiful light. Your body will refresh, relax, recuperate, rejuvenate. Later on, after you're awake, you will feel wonderful, filled with a beautiful energy. Even though wide awake and alert and in full control of your body and your mind, you'll feel wonderful, so relaxed, so peaceful. The deepest levels of your mind can open up. You can remember everything. To show you this, let's go back in time. Let us go back to your childhood. As you stay in the deeply relaxed, calm, and peaceful state, let your deepest mind pick out a childhood memory. If you wish, you can keep it on a pleasant memory. But you are free to choose. If at any time you become uncomfortable, just imagine yourself back in the garden, resting. Remember, you're always in control. If you wish, you can just float a bit above the scene, watching it as if from a distance. Or you can be in it, feeling it, seeing it vividly with colors and details, with emotions and feelings. This is up to you. Go back to your childhood, pick out a memory. It may be something you have not gone through or thought about or remembered for a long, long time. Spend a few moments here, remembering, vividly seeing, feeling, using all of your senses. Now, let us go back even earlier to a younger age, as an infant or as a toddler or a small little child, and pick out another memory. And again, remember it vividly, using all of your senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. Be there, experience it. Remember, you can always float above it, or if uncomfortable, just come back into the garden. Do not worry what is imagination, fantasy, or actual memory. This is all coming from your mind. It is all important. It is all from you, and it may be a mixture of all of these. This is for the experience. Let yourself experience. Let yourself remember. Stay in a deep state and experience these memories. Take your own sweet time. There is no limit to your memory. You can go back as far as you wish. In this lifetime, you can go back to infancy, to birth, perhaps even in utero. There is no limit, and you can remember everything. If you wish to go further, we can do that now. Imagine now that you're back in the garden, and in front of you, there's a large and a beautiful mirror filled with light. And as you look into the mirror, you see the reflections of many, many, many more mirrors. And in each of these mirrors, you are in a different time, a different place, perhaps a different space or dimension, perhaps another lifetime. If you wish, you will be able to go back and remember this now. As I count backwards from 5 to 1, feel yourself being drawn, pulled to one of the mirrors, one of these reflections. As you look back, you can see yourself in many, many different places, times, in different dresses. You may even look very different. You will be drawn, pulled to one of these mirrors, to one of these times, perhaps one that helps you to explain or understand a problem, a symptom, a talent, a relationship, maybe a habit, special knowledge, whatever it is. Feel yourself pulled, drawn to one of these or several of these. And as I count backwards from 5 to 1, go into this mirror. Again, if you feel at all uncomfortable, just float above and watch it as if you're watching a movie. But if you wish, you can be within, experiencing vividly. As I count backwards, go into the mirrors, enter the reflection which pulls you to help you understand, and by understanding, to remove any blocks, any obstacles to your inner peace and joy, to your inner happiness. 5, 4, 3. Going into the mirror, being drawn. 2, nearly through. 1, be there. If you have a body, look down at your feet and see what you're wearing on your feet, whether shoes or sandals or furs or skin, or perhaps nothing at all. Look up your body, look at your skin, the tonality of your skin, your clothes, your hands, the size, the color. Look around at the topography, the geography. Are there buildings? Are there people? Find yourself. Let a date and time period come to you in your head, into your mind. Where are you? You can move forward or backward in time. You can always go to significant events. Spend as much time as you need and find the answers. If you wish, you can move forward in time and find out what happens to you. Are there any stored traumas? Is there a death scene? If you wish not to view this, not to experience this, then do not. Just float above. If you feel drawn to more than one time, you can do this now. You can travel. You can see more than one lifetime. But if you choose to stay and be in more detail, examine one, that's fine. Take as much time as you need. Pay attention to details, to clothes, to dresses, to appearances. You will be able to remember everything.
Soon it's time to come back and imagine that you're now finishing up and leaving this time or these times and returning to the garden where your body has been resting and refreshing and healing. It's time to awaken, and I will awaken you by counting up from 1 to 10. When I say 10, you can open your eyes and you'll be awake and alert, in full control of your body and of your mind, feeling wonderful, refreshed, relaxed, filled with the beautiful energy, feeling great. 1, 2, 3, more and more awake and alert, feeling wonderful. 4, 5, 6, more and more awake, feeling great. 7, 8, nearly awake now. 9, 10. If anybody wants to share something, how do you feel? Did you see something? Did you experience something? And I'd be sharing an audio file of Dr. Brian Weiss. In his voice, you can do this PLR. It'll be much longer. It's all right. Ali.
Yeah, Prachi, I saw something like a berry. I'm in a Nazi camp.
Okay.
There's a glimpse, there's a lot of snow around. We are starved. Just few of them. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
So was your question, was there any intention before you began the meditation? Is it something that you are going through about food?
And suddenly I've lost all my appetite
Hmm.
and I'm losing a lot of weight.
Hmm.
Suddenly, like all my rings and everything has gone very loose. And again, I was hit on my head.
Hmm.
How to heal ourselves when you go in your past life and heal that part so that there is no headache
So,
coming again.
yeah, so what happens is in PLR, people who are regressionists, I could also help you sometime. It's a one-to-one session. So the person begins with his or her intention for the therapy. That what are you looking at? What kind of answers are you looking at? So say if your answer is about food, you will enter a particular area. And say if you have two intentions, that food and your headache, your migraines, which you have, your therapist regressionist will help you integrate the old learning, the old experiences into the now and heal your body with that trauma that you would had when you were hit. So that's the work of the regressionist.
Okay.
Then when you come back, those traumas are left back there and you're healed in this life.
Okay. Work has to begin now.
Work has to begin. Find a regressionist, otherwise, I can help you. But I'm not a qualified, certified regressionist. So I would request you to go to somebody who's certified. Like you know Vasudha Bajoria in Delhi.
Vasu, no?
Yeah, Vasu. You can
Oh,
always contact her. She can do Zoom sessions for you also. Talk to her.
okay.
Otherwise, if you know somebody in Bangalore,
I don't know.
I have done a lot of PLR on on Zoom calls. There's a Mukta Rastogi also in Bombay. There's a Gaurav Jhunjhunwala also in Delhi. So there are lots of regressionists who can help you.
Okay.
So they help you integrate that particular problem. So what happens in PLR is right now we've just done a meditation without you talking back, right? In PLR in a one-to-one session, when you're going through something, the regressionist will ask you, what are you seeing?
Hmm.
What are you going through?
Hmm.
It's so much more personal.
I have gone once in Delhi, in Faridabad,
Hmm.
Gurgaon somewhere. Abhishek करके नाम था.
Hmm.
He did it, and I saw two lights then.
Yeah, it's very
Then-
much a possibility. Yeah.
And then we cross-checked, and it was there. Like things happened that time. That
Hmm.
day. So I was there in that time.
Hmm. So I genuinely feel that this happens, and I don't even feel the need to cross check because I know that we can't be so creative that we can imagine the minute of details. What are we wearing? How are
But
we feeling?
first, yeah, it was first time, now, so I was not sure.
Yeah,
Ki
I
that,
get you. I get you. And a lot of us are not believers initially, and that's fine. So if you have this constant headache which is going on in your life, well, I was like, I have been seeing your lives, like you've been sharing about them since I think a year or two now, that
yeah.
you've been hit in the head from many, many times, and you've fallen down and you've been hung and everything. So you're
Mm,
holding traumas, and that's what happens with traumas. They repeat again and again and again. The trauma becomes more traumatic.
mm,
So please, I would request you to go to a professional and get your regression done and ask them about your relationship with food and this headache, because you're storing food also in this body and
yeah,
you're storing the headache also in this body in this life.
yeah. There's some relation, I know.
There is some relation. So, and through regression, you can easily heal. Take a couple of sessions.
Yeah,
I
really.
believe working on ourselves is the best policy,
Yeah.
and you are anyways on that path. So thank you for sharing, Ritu. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too. Anybody, any experience? So the way I spoke to Ritu about how regression works, if any one of you feel the inclination, please reach out. I'm happy to share numbers. Even you can locally find regressionists in your own city. And if you like one-to-one sessions, it's a possibility. But COVID definitely opened up the doors for online sessions. So it works equally. I won't say that one is better than the other. They're both great because I have gone through both of them. So lots of love and light to everybody. And I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock yet again for something more meaningful. And meanwhile, I'll share Dr. Brian Wise's audio with you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.